Hello Brightwood members, my name is Matthew Watson. I'm the club controller, and today I'm going to be showing you how to book a tee time under our new club management software. It is a little different than our old system, so we figured we would make an instructional video to make booking tee times as easy as possible for the upcoming season. So where I am now is on the member area of the Brightwood webpage. So once you've logged in, you'll land on this page, and you'll notice that there's two spots where you can book a tee time. So right down here from the bottom, there's this handy ribbon here that you can click that will take you to the tee sheet, or you can go over to the banner at the top and hover over golf and then click the first button there to book a tee time, and either will take you to the tee sheet. So I've just clicked the ribbon there, and it will take you to the current day's tee sheet and list all the available times. So we have opened a few just to run these examples. So for our purposes, I will pick the day that I want to book a tee time for. So you can book it 5 days in advance during the season, but we'll just book for tomorrow just for the example. So once I've clicked that, I'm on the right day, and say I want to golf at noon. I would scroll down to the time that I'm looking for, and let's just say 11:57 works for me. So similar to our old system, you're going to basically click on the tee time. However, you're not going to click on this green button or the available there. You're actually going to be booking on this button on the right, which is reserve. So you want to click that on the right hand side, and it will take you to this page here. So the first thing I'll highlight is similar to the Jonas system. Once you've clicked reserve, this spot is held for 5 minutes. So no one else can go in and edit the time, and it will eliminate people double booking time. So it is a handy system. So this spot will be held for you for 5 minutes while you go through the booking. And as you'll see, I'll explain everything in detail and still have plenty of time left to finalize. So it is a reasonable window of time for you. So after you've clicked reserve, you're on this page. The first thing you're going to want to do is confirm the date and time. So I was looking for Thursday the 31st, and I was looking around noon, so this is perfect for me. So once I've confirmed the time, you will select how many players there are in your group. So you'll always want to make sure that this will match up with the total players you're going to have. So you can be a foursome, which it defaults to, threesome, twosome, or single, and the names will the lines will populate based on what you've selected here. So even if you only have 3 names, just click off 3 and it will allow you to save there. So for this example, let's just say there's a foursome. There is a way to have buddies similar to the old system. So if you just click in here and search for a member, you can select them and add them to your buddy list. So then going forward, once I have a foursome and say I have 4 buddies, I just click all their names and they would populate over here on the left. So it is a very handy feature if you're playing with the same members relatively frequently. So once you've done that, you'll see that your name defaults to the first spot and is grayed out and can't really be edited. And that's because if you are booking a tee time, you're required to be one of the members in the tee time. There's also this handy tab here for whether you're golfing 9 holes or 18. It will default to 18, but if you're a package member, it's very important to indicate whether you're playing 9 or 18. But for all of the membership, it is handy to indicate whether you're going to be playing 9 holes or not, because it helps us kind of track and monitor the tee sheet. So it's a good habit to get into. The mode of transportation will default to walk. Unless you go in here and select which ones you're looking to take. So if you want to rent a cart or rent a push cart, select these so the pro shop knows to have one available for you. If you have club storage and a push cart in club storage, you can leave it for your transportation as walk, and club storage will know that they're going to bring your clubs out. This is more if you're going to be renting a mode of transportation. So to add a new member to the tee time, there's these 2 buttons here. So either member or guest. So if you know the person is a member, you would just click on this little plus button, and then you can search by either first name or last name, and it will search our roster. So let's say I want to go with the president there. He will populate into the tee time there, and then you can just keep going down and clicking member or guest. And if you want to make a modification, you would just click X on their name, and he would basically disappear off of that. So we'll add them back. and book a full tee time, and I'll make some other modifications there. So, oh, wrong spot. Ben Rogers. And then, okay, so I've selected 2 members now, and now let's say I want to add a guest. So I would just click the guest button, and you'll see on the right-hand side which one you've selected there. And say I want to go with Will there. So if I'm happy with my tee time here, the number of names in here agrees to the players at the top. I can either hit book now, or if I want to change time, I can go back. I can make any edits while I'm on this screen. So there is this other area for member notes. So if you have any important information you would like to give to the pro shop that they can help facilitate your round, you can put it in there. They don't need to know necessarily every detail that you're playing with your buddies, or it's, you know, match play or whatever you want. It's more for things the pro shop need to know to help the tee time run smoothly. So you don't have to put anything in here. It's just optional, but it is a handy feature. So as you've seen, I've explained kind of everything on the screen in detail, and there's still a bit of time. Once you've done this a few times, you'll be able to do it in a matter of seconds, especially if you have the buddy list in there. But if I'm happy with that, I will just click book now, and you will get this sort of thank you screen indicating that you've successfully booked the tee time. You will also get an email notification, which I can show you once it arrives in my mailbox. So it will take you back out to the tee sheet, and now the tee time has changed from green to red, indicating that there's no other spots available. If there were another person, so say Will Smith wasn't there, this would still be green, indicating there is a spot available. So I'll make a modification to my tee time, and you'll see it there, and then my email notification came through, so I'll open that one up. There we go, and this is my confirmation of the tee time. So I've reserved my time on this date for this members, and it's an easy way for me to track whether I have a time. So that's basically booking the tee time. Now, if you need to make any modifications, or see if you have if you're playing on these days, there's a spot over here on Brightwood Central. So from any page, this banner will be at the top. You would go to Brightwood Central and then go to My Reservations. So this is handy to do rather than going into the tee sheet and then searching every day. You just go into anywhere in the member area and then hover over Brightwood Central, My Reservations, and it will list all of your bookings that you currently have. So if you're playing multiple days a week, you can go in and select this little banner on the left for a given tee time and track what you have going on at the club here. So for my example here, Will doesn't want to end up come. I go in here and hit edit reservation, and then it should take me back to that screen that we were just on, booking the tee time, where I can go in and make sort of changes. So now I know Will can't go, so I'm going to hit X. I can either add another member in here, or for this example, I'm just going to not have him in there. So I can go and I'm going to change this to 3 players, so my total players matches my lines here. And then at the bottom, I can hit update booking. I will again get this saying that my reservation has been modified, and I'll get another email confirmation. Now you'll see, as I explained before, this is no longer red because there's actually a spot available on this tee time. So if you were another member scrolling down and seeing as a single or twosome, you can go in and see the available spots, and you would just click on available here versus reserve. And then the screen would look a little different if you're another member. You would just basically go through this process and add your name if there was a single or twosome. And then I got my modified email notification saying the new group and indicating whether they're playing 9 or 18. Okay, but I'm not going to make any changes, so I can just go back. And that tee time is now locked and available, and I would just come to the club as is. And as always, you can go into the Brightwood Central, my reservations, and say you weren't going to end up golfing, you needed to cancel, you can just click in here, cancel reservation. It will ask you for a reason, so you can just say, okay, we're going to golf on Friday instead of Thursday. So just put something in there, golf on Friday, and yes. And then now it will show that you have no reservations, meaning you have no golf for the next 5 days until you book again. So I hope that was very informational. As always, we're here to support you, but if you have any questions, you can reach out to the Pro Shop and they'll assist you at any time.